Hello, crafty friends. It's Robin from Raincross Farms Makery. Welcome to our little craft studio. Again, my name is Robin. Bill is behind the computer, behind the keyboard, and behind the camera. And so you might hear from him every once in a while. So hop on, say hello. I'm going to get my bot set up and change post. And then I will tell you, that's it. I will tell you, that's not it.
There's Rosa Hart.
I hope I have this right.
Hello, Rosa Hart.
Where it is. Disabled, activated, and published. Ta-da! I think I've got it. So, hello. Hi, Rosa. Hey, Bill. Our keyword tonight to get entered into our weekly drawing is welcome. Welcome. So please type in welcome in the comments and you will get entered into our weekly drawing. We hold that every Sunday night. So the next one will be on the 28th. Okay.
Honey.
Huh?
That didn't work. I got to remove that.
Oh, yeah, you got to remove that.
Something happened wrong there. Let me delete that. Did something not work here?
I don't know. Is it not working?
Well, it's right now. I don't know what happened. All right, it's there.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, dude.
Okay, hopefully that's working. Let me know if is welcome working. Okay, awesome.
It's working.
Awesome sauce. Okay. So if you are watching, we would love it if you would give our page a heart. If you would follow our page, Raincross Farms Makery, so you can check out some of our past live videos and some of our upcoming live videos. And if you would sprinkle this video out to your page, to any craft groups you belong to, any friends who come to mind as you see this project that you think might be interested, go ahead and share it to their page. So thanks for joining us. Okay, Denise says she doesn't have sound.
I'm telling her to.
Does anybody else have that problem? Does anybody else not have sound? So we need to know if it's a you thing or a us thing. So let us know if you are not getting sound.
Elaine says yes, it works. Rosa says sprinkle.
Thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Joanne.
Cheryl says sprinkling.
Hey, Cheryl. Thanks for sprinkling.
Joanne says hi, miscellaneous animals on your farm.
That's what we've got. We have miscellaneous animals on our farm. Okay, Joanne has sound. She's in the car. Okay, doggone Bluetooth. That'll do it. Okay, so tonight we are going to do a door hanger, a door sign, a door round. I'm not quite sure what you call it. This is what I'm going to use. We actually have one that's about this size in our shop, but I found this at Walmart. And it was like dirt cheap on sale. I think it was regularly like $12. It's almost 16 inches round. It's 15.75 inches in diameter. And it is super duper thick. It's thicker than the one that we sell. This is probably about a ½ an inch wide. And it's actually got like a little shiplap design. Anyway, these were on sale for like $7. So I grabbed a bunch of them. So we can make up a bunch of these things. So I don't know if you can see that shiplap design in there, built in. And if you don't like the shiplap, you can turn it over and you can use this side. This side's completely flat. So this is the surface we're going to chalk on tonight. We're going to use a whole bunch of transfers, parts of a whole bunch of transfers. And we're going to do a Patriotic door round. Okay, we are going to use this one. This is called Land of the Free, and we are going to use this for the stars. But you can see the whole thing. It's beautiful. We're going to use this one for the stars. This is called woven thick and thin stripes. So this is going to be for our red and white stripes. And then in the center, hence the key word tonight, this is called our welcome transfer, and I've already used a piece of it. This is just a whole bunch of different welcome, the word welcome in a bunch of different sizes and fonts and other things. So you can add welcome friends, all are welcome, welcome to our home, welcome to my home. There's some little floral. So cute little one. We're just going to use one of the welcomes. I haven't decided for sure which one to use yet, but we're going to use parts of all of those. So that will be fun. We are going to start by painting this up. Now it comes with this jute hanger, which is all well and fine, except I don't want the shiplap going vertical. I actually want it going not even horizontal. I want it to go
at 45?
At an angle. Okay, so I'm going to actually just pull this off. Hopefully this will come off not super easily. Close enough. I can work on getting that off later. Okay, it's just stapled in there. So I'll work on prettying that up later. But here's the side we're going to use, and I'm going to paint the top part of it. I'm going to paint blue, because that will be the blue background for our white stars, and then the other two are going to be white. So that will be a white background for our red stripes, and then for our word welcome. So I'm just...
Cheryl says cattywampus.
Cattywampus. I'm going to do it cattywampus. I'm going to do it woogity.
Woogity.
Woogity, that's our word.
Our
hey, Teresa, hello. Okay.
And Joanne says it's going to be cute.
So
right,
I'm going to paint it just with chalk paint. This is called Ocean. It's a dark blue. I actually wish it was a deeper, darker blue, but this will work. And I'm going to use chalk paint white. This is just Waverly brand white. And let's get, you know what? I'm going to put down some butcher paper so I don't get paint everywhere. Yeah, woogity is a good, we had a refrigerator that had a woogity door. That's where we started that word woogity.
Is that what it said? I don't remember that.
That's where I remember it. Okay. And I am going to paint this with sponges. You've seen me do this before, and these are actually used sponges that I have cleaned out. They're still nice and soft. These are, I get these from the Dollar Tree. You don't have to get this kind, but if you want to try this method, these are $1.25. You get 6 of them. I usually end up cutting them in half, so you get a dozen of them. They're called nail guard sponges. You don't want the sponges that look like Swiss cheese. You want them with that smooth spongy surface. And you don't have to have the scrubby thing. You're not going to use that, but let's see. It doesn't matter which of these I do. So let's start with our blue. Fingers crossed your computer stays up. Are you having computer problems? And I'm going to tape this off just because I don't want to make a mess of it. Okay, so I'm going to take that off there. Paint the edges too. In fact, I think I'll start with the edges. So I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm going to put just a little bit of the paint on it. I'm just going to paint with my sponge. I'm going to try to be careful to not get it on the back because I'm going to try to keep the back black. There's my edge. Now let's get a little bit more and paint up my board. I think I'm going to do 2 coats just because it's a little thin. Okay, super easy to paint with a sponge. When you're doing a big, large, flat surface, try it with a sponge. Okay, let me get my dryer. Let's dry this up. Hi, Tammy. Our keyword tonight is welcome. Welcome. Let's cross our fingers. It hopes it works for you tonight, Tammy. Thanks, Teresa. I like using the sponge tip. I'm surprised at how many people have not heard of it, but I hadn't heard of it until within the last couple years, so I guess it's not all that well known. Okay, so there's my top layer. This is still damp. I'm going to get a little bit more paint. Again, this is just chalk paint. Okay, and I actually got a little bit down in that groove, and since it's there, I'm going to take just a skinny paintbrush and continue painting that groove so that it's completely blue. There's a groove because it's a shiplap design, which I think will be pretty. But I'm just getting the blue down in that space. Okay. Now, if I want to reuse this again, I need to put this in some water pretty quickly, because if I let this paint dry on here, even though it is just chalk paint, it will make the sponge solid and you won't be able to use it again. But if I stick it in some water and clean it out, I can use that sponge again. You just saw that I did. Okay, let me put the lid on this. Let's dry this. So how is everybody's Monday? Did you have a good Monday? This is Monday, right? Yes. This is Monday. I don't know if you were with me on my live where I talked about the crazy thing Bill and I did. We have a ton of finished product hanging around here, and I'm not a big fan of selling it online because then I have to ship it, and that's expensive and that's no fun. So what we did, we have a crafters / antique mall here in a nearby city. It's a really big place, really nice. I love shopping there. Well, we went and signed up for booth space so we can sell our finished pieces locally and not have to worry about shipping. So now I have to worry about keeping it stocked. So I'm thinking some patriotic things will be kind of popular. So I'm hoping so. I'm going to wax this real quick because I'm going to put some tape down on this when I go to paint the white. So I'm just going to use my surface wax. Sell this in my shop. If you're interested in supplies, when you type that keyword welcome, tonight's keyword is welcome. When you type that word in, you will get a message to your messenger, and there will also be some little buttons that you can push to get more information. So if you want more information on products, click that button that says product info. Thanks, Teresa. So I do need to get some of our rustic rounds also that we sell, because I'm not always going to be able to get these for $7 each. Okay. Left a little bit of that off. And let's switch our tape out to the other side, because now we want to paint it white. And I don't want to get any of the white on the blue. Okay, so okay. So we'll do the same thing, different sponge. We'll do it with our white paint. Is your board Chalk Couture? This board, no, is not Chalk Couture. This I got at Walmart. Our board is generally cheaper than this is at its normal price. But they were having, maybe they're getting rid of them. They had a really good sale price on them, so I got a couple of those instead of using the Chalk Couture board. Okay. So I'm going to work on the edges. Again, trying not to get the back side. Can use a little bit more. I could have left those edges black, but I chose not to. Okay, and that's a little thin, so I'll probably do a second coat on that also. Okay, same thing with my sponge. And I'm going to get a little brush and paint that white into the groove of the shiplap. And again, I'm going to do 2 coats on this.
Okay, Teresa says, is your board CC? Is it...
Chalk Couture.
Yeah.
Yes, I already answered that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, it is not a Chalk Couture board.
Something else here. Roberta, hello, Roberta.
Hey, Roberta. How are you?
Welcome is the keyword, Roberta.
Keyword is welcome to get you entered in next Sunday's drawing.
She got it.
Okay. And this is a little thin, so I'm going to put a thin coat on, then I'm going to put a second coat on. Wow.
I'm busy here.
What?
I was making a note saying, Robin, that sponge thing would do good to paint your new shelves you have for the craft store.
Okay, well, I'm thinking, I don't know how fast, I think maybe a roller might work better on those. So Bill went out and got some shelves from, I don't know where he got them, Facebook Marketplace people.
Actually, I got a whole story on that.
Okay, that I'll have to listen to afterwards. Okay, drying this up real quick. Now I thought about doing it very rustic-y looking. I might do a second one too, where it's not bright white, But for now, I'm going to do this one a bright white. And I'm going to go back to these edges and go over them a second time. Maybe I'll do one with crackle paint. Oh, I got some of that on the back, so I might end up having to repaint the back. Not a big deal. Okay.
So do you remember when we first moved up here, I was contacting the graphics department at LCSC.
Vaguely.
Huh?
Vaguely. They just call and offer you a job? Did they just call and offer you a job?
No, but the guy we got the solid wood pantry, or he used it in his pantry. He is one of the teachers there.
Oh.
And I said, I recognize your name. And he says, where do you know it from? And I said, I think you and I contacted each other back and forth when I was planning to move up here. Come to find out that he remembers the emails. And, you know, it all hit before
Again,
the pandemic.
In water, so that I can clean it out. Don't let that paint dry if you want to use that sponge again. It's not a huge deal if it does, but...
Hi, Rhonda.
Lid on here. Get the paint off of me. I'm going to give this a quick dry. And then we're going to get to chalking. I like red, white, and blue too. Give this a third coat. It's looking a little streaky to me. I might give this a third coat. Hey, Jessie.
Rhonda, the keyword is welcome. I'm see ya, Cheryl.
I'm gonna give it a third coat. Cheryl, have fun, have a good dinner. What am I making tonight? I'm making a Patriotic door round. And I'm actually putting a third coat of white chalk paint on this because it's kind of hard to cover that black. And it was looking a little gray to me. So I'm going to, since this is going to be for sale, I'm going to make it look good. So how's everything up in Spokane, Rhonda? Did you get a thunderstorm last night too? Boy, we got a thunderstorm. It was a show. It was quite the show. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, into the water they go. And let's dry this and then we'll get to chalking. Again, we're going to be using parts of 3 different transfers. But That's great because I'm showing you how you can mix and match our different transfers. So if you get a transfer and you think, well, I might use that part. Well, you can use all the parts for lots of different things. You don't think so? You'd have known. You probably would have known. We lost power twice, just for a second or two. Or was it 3 times?
3 times.
Glob of paint in that. And there, just get rid of that. I'm usually awake around 2 to 3 a.m. Well, was it about 8, 9 last night, Bill?
I think so.
It was about 8 or 9 o'clock last night. The worst of it hit us. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to peel this tape off. Ta-da! And I'm also going to wax this white part. I already waxed the blue. And then I put tape down on it, so I wanted to make sure it had wax on it already. So now I'm going to wax the white part because I'm going to, again, put down a sticky transfer on top of it. And I don't want it to stick to the paint and then pull the paint up. So I'm just using surface wax. This is just clear paste wax. But it does not have a horrible odor. I sell this in my shop. I think it's like a 3-ounce, 2.5 ounce tin. This has lasted me for months and months and months. Okay, got that waxed. Let me buff off.
They had wind because this morning her umbrella was tipped over.
Well.
Yes, it is a pretty blue, Cheryl.
It's more of a ocean, well, it is called ocean. It's more of an ocean blue instead of like a navy blue. But I think it will still look good. We're going to dress it up with some ribbon. Okay, so I'm just buffing off any excess wax because I don't want too much wax. And let's set this aside. And let's start with our stars. Okay. Oops. I just dumped those in the trash can. Did not want to do that. Okay, so this has a whole bunch of designs. It says America, land of the free, land that I love, a bunch of stars, an eagle, a little banner, home of the brave, some more stars. So I'm just using it for this little set of stars. And I don't want to, you know what? I am going to cut this apart. I do want to cut this apart. This is a big enough backer that it's okay that I separate these. So I'm just going to cut out the stars right now. And we're going to chalk these a couple of times on this blue background. Okay. So let me get out my fuzzing cloth. Again, painted wood, it's waxed. And I'm going to just kind of, we'll see. We'll see. We will see how I put them on there. It's hot here in Southeast Louisiana. It was nice and cool today. Breezy, still a little breezy, warm. It has been hot, but I think we're in for a cool down spell. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of fuzz on this just to lighten up the stickiness. Now I'm not going to do it in a straight line. I'm going to do it woogity. I think. Should I do it in a straight line? No, they're already kind of woogity. Okay. And I'm not sure if I will have to do this twice or 3 times. I think 3 times to get it all the way across. Piece of fuzz off. Okay. Another piece of fuzz. Okay, so pushing that down, making sure there's no bubbles, no chunks of fuzz. Hey, Tammy Young. I saw that beautiful grandbaby. Aren't you the lucky one? Okay.
She didn't comment. I just saw her.
Oh, well, she might be there.
It pops up on
She might be there. Okay, and I'm going to do this in white. So I've got my white chalk paste, bright white. And I'm going to get a squeegee out. And we are just going to chalk
She got
this.
a little baby, grandbaby, and we get granddogs.
We got granddogs. And a grand chick.
Good as it goes for me. Is that what that is, a grand chick?
I guess so.
It's an old name for a baby.
Grand chick?
Iva is not a young person name.
That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off.
Well, we're glad you're back, Teresa. She says she froze up again, so she had to kick it off.
Didn't take too well, so I'm going to lay that back down. Lay that back down. Looks good. Okay, and I can't. I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna protect this with tape again, because I don't want to get. Although it won't matter if I get white stars on the white background, no one will see it. I'm just gonna take that off, and let's see. I'm trying to kind of line it up so that it looks like it was meant to be.
Well, just out of question, could you not, if you just did one line at a time, just line it up to the stars?
I definitely could. Oh, you know what? But not while that's still wet.
Yeah, you got to dry them.
Give it a quick dry. Maybe I'll do that. And I can see I got a little bit of white right there that I don't want. So I'm going to get my board eraser and just clean that up real quick. Okay. What? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be risky. Good. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to put a big old bow over the top of it, and you're not going to be able to see. Okay, same thing.
It's going to work out just fine. Right, Duke? Duke says you're going to do a good job. I don't know. You know, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think maybe he did get a bee sting in his paw this morning.
Okay. And that's starting to look a little funky, so I'm going to clean this before I use it again. So to clean these, meant to be reused over and over and over, 10 to 12 times, guaranteed by the company. To clean it, I just use water, and I start with either a paper towel, a damp paper towel, or one of these Swedish dishcloths, and that gets the bulk of that paste off. And you can still see I still have white in my screen, which means I have paste in my screen. I don't want that to dry in there. So I'm going to take my board eraser, which is like a magic eraser, and this is going to pull that paste out of that screen. There's still some there. That means it's on the back. Same thing. Give it a spray and work my board eraser magic. I've got all kinds of fuzzy.
That's not mine.
Fuzzy stuff. Okay, so cleaning it front and back. And ordinarily I let these things dry, air dry, but I want to use it again. So I'm going to just take a paper towel and lightly dry it off. Easy on the sticky side, because once it's dry it gets sticky again, and then the paper will start to stick to it, and you don't want that.
Hi, Karen Coombs.
Hello, Miss Karen.
And Laura Wilson.
Okay, so this
They
is
both
dried
said welcome.
Welcome. You should get a little message from me if you say welcome. Okay, I'm going to fuzz it again.
And there's Maud. Hi, Maud.
Hi, Maud. Fuzz it again. I'm going to dry this off.
Howdy doody to you too, Karen. You said howdy doody.
I'm looking to see what the dog's doing. The dog's making a nest underneath the...
He's scratching at his pad. Here's a bit. He's fluffing his pillows.
And let's see, I think it needs just a star or two.
Yep, needs one there and needs one up at the
Part
top.
of one right there.
Even if it's just a piece of a star.
Yep. Trying to line that up how it would be. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to push it down.
So what is
Paste
this?
on my squeegee.
What you're making, what is it that, where would you use this?
You would, well, I've seen them. You can hang them on a door like a welcome sign. You can hang them on a wall. You could prop it up on a bookcase if you wanted to. Okay, and this one needs a part of a star, I think. Doesn't need the whole star.
And when you get that one done, you got one more neck corner.
Yep.
And then
Put that
you
on
will
paper,
have them
and then
all.
let's put one, part of one, right about there. Ta-da!
Rhonda says you could use an easel to hold it up.
That's true. Okay, so let me put this back on my drying pad. And I'm going to give it a spray because I'm not going to wash it again just yet. So I want to keep that paste damp. Let me peel this off. And we're gonna use, whoops, that was a boo-boo. I stuck my finger on that. So we're gonna fix it up.
Boobity boobity.
We're gonna fix it up with just a brush and a little bit of paste.
Nobody will know the difference.
Nobody will know. Slap a bow over it. I stuck my finger in it before it was dry. There, you can't even tell, right?
I can't tell.
Okay, let's try this. We're gonna do some stripes, and then I need you to help me decide on the font in the middle. Let me show you our choices. And why I'm kind of torn between the two. Okay, let me show you the fonts. The two that I'm trying to decide between. So I've already used one of these for something. I don't remember. But it's floating around in here.
Karen says brush script. Is that the only font you know, Karen?
So this one I used on something. I don't remember. This is just a very block style. Okay, so let me cut this one apart. I like how thick this is, but it's not very tall, which might be okay.
What's it going over?
It's going over this center panel.
Well, the center panel, yes, but where's the red stripes going?
The lower panel.
Okay, so it's only going to be the panel.
Yes.
Okay.
One panel of stars, one panel of stripes, and then one panel of welcome. So let me show you my two. And you guys will have to help me decide.
One or two?
Okay. So this one it's kind of a finer script, and it is very tall. It's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches tall, and it will fit in there.
Are you going to do it in black?
I'm going to do it in dark blue.
Dark blue.
Okay, so it will fit in there. But I kind of don't like how thin it is. But so I like this thicker one, but it's smaller. It takes up as much length, but it's all this little tail here. So should I use the taller, Karen? Should I use the taller font or the shorter, thicker font? Tall and skinny, short and thick. So you guys be voting on that, and I am going to get the stripes put on. Set that aside. Okay, so this is our thick and thin woven stripes. Lay them on there. Okay. Karen says tall. Rhonda says the taller one. Teresa says the short one. Tara says tall. Oh, I need to text you, Tara. Tara was our winner yesterday on the weekly drawing. I forgot to text you. So I'll be sending you a message. Okay, so thick and thin woven stripes. We're not going to use all of this transfer, just an edge of it, but I am going to fuzz it.
Okay, so I am,
Okay.
Denise wants to see them on it when you get it
Okay.
done. Rhonda says tall, lay them on there.
Okay, let me get this on.
Short, tall. Okay, so right now we are standing with tall has the highest amount of votes.
Okay, but not by much. It's pretty close, right? So I'm going to peel it. This is super duper sticky.
I think you ought to print the stripes and then put them on.
And then see? Okay. Okay, so I'm not using this whole thing. So I've got it peeled back. I'm going to fuzz this. Again, it's super sticky. I don't want to pull up the paint. Yes, Bill is a fontaholic. I think we've got another name for him, but
What?
okay, and I'm just going to keep this on the backer sheet. And let's see. Try to line this up. I actually think I'm going to put one of the stripes. I'm going to straddle that line with the stripes. I know he says you need to go up.
Who says this?
I know you need to go down. You say I need to go down so people can see me, but this is where it's at, and it's got this big old thing. Okay, so I pushed it down. There's no bubbles. There's no fuzz, and I'm going to chalk it in red. This is our candy apple red, and that's got to dry off.
Karen says her favorite font is Comic Sans.
Of course. You're not even a teacher.
Huh?
She's not even a teacher. Or is she? You're not a teacher, are you, Karen? Seems to be like teacher's favorite font.
This isn't even, the computer I'm using here is not my graphics computer. And I'm thinking...
He's got a lot of storage space with his fonts. Okay, scrape off the excess.
Let's see here. This isn't even my graphics computer, and I have 192 different fonts
pretty,
on
pretty,
this one.
pretty. It's kind of a rusticy look because they're not solid stripes. Look at that though. It was pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna lay this back down on its backer sheet. This is one of my Big Daddies, so it's gonna get washed in the bathtub. So let me dry this, and then I will lay down the fonts, and you can take one more vote. This would look pretty with Saucy. Saucy is our color of the month. Unfortunately, it is sold out, but it is pretty. It's kind of a barn red, like a rusty barn red. Okay, let me get this dry. No, you're not a teacher. You're a Kingdom Kids teacher.
Okay, here's lighting up the emoji. They look like something Joanne would do.
What?
All the emojis just got put across the screen, but I don't know who did them.
Well, don't do the mad emoji. Okay, you guys all pray for me. I had a filling today, and you have USA to put in the middle. I do. I have Liberty, I have America, But I want to put welcome on this one, but you absolutely could put USA in the middle. America, welcome, freedom. We've got several different transfers that have some patriotic themes to them. But I wanted this to be a welcome one. Okay, I think that's dry enough. Okay, what did I do with those two?
Come on, let's see them.
Okay.
Let's see them.
Okay, you still won't really be able to tell.
We'll be able
and it's
to
going
tell.
to kind of be cattywampus, so
We'll
don't
be
worry
able to
about
tell.
that. Okay, so here is the big tall one, and it really fills up that space. Can you see that? That's the big tall one. I'm going to chalk it in dark blue. Okay, so this is the tall one. And then here is the short one. It's a thicker font, but it's smaller. It fills up because it's got a long tail here and here, so it fills up that center.
Are you going to add anything?
But it doesn't
else to
fill it up. No,
you
just
gonna-
a bow on the top.
Just a bow.
I'm not going to chalk anything else. So now that you've seen it, do you want the taller one, tall and skinny, or short and fat?
Who are you calling short and
Okay,
fat?
so Rhonda says tall still.
All right. We
Okay,
got a tall, got a small.
A tall, a small.
1 and 1. And we're off to the races.
Okay, so put in your vote.
Tall.
Denise said a tall. 2 to 1. A
2
short.
and 2.
You're going to make me decide,
2
huh?
and 3. 2, 3 and 3.
3 and 3. No, 1,
Right-
2,
right now we're 3
3,
and
4.
3.
No, 4. We're 4 tall. Tall. Tall one still. Tall, 2, 3, 4, and 1.
1, 2.
4.
And
Now
okay,
five.
so
Another
Tara-
5
Tara
for.
was the tiebreaker and made it
Okay.
that tall.
Well, and
All right,
so
we'll go
I
with
got
tall.
5 tall to 3 short. So I'm sorry if you didn't win. Either way, it's going to be beautiful.
Everybody's a winner.
Okay.
Well,
I
not
really
everybody.
I like the size of this. I just wish it was thicker, but it's not. So we're just gonna work with it. We can't always get what you want.
Can't always get what you
Again,
want.
super sticky.
You can't always get.
And the
what
best
you
part of it
want.
is you get both of them if you buy that transfer. You can pick. You can decide if you want tall and thin or short and fat. Or you could be like me. You could be
Cheryl
tall
says
and
loving
fat.
it. There.
Thanks, Cheryl.
She's only saying that because she said tall.
So maybe I'll do another one with this other one.
With the other
The
one.
other one. The other one. I'll do another one with another one. Okay. Now, I'm going to be careful to not.
What was that movie that song was playing in? There's been a bunch. 2 or 3 different movies, if I can remember right. I don't remember which ones they were, though.
Okay.
That's the stone.
So that W pretty much takes up that whole plank. That's okay. Okay, and we are going to use our cadet blue, which I wish this blue was, but it's not. And I'm going to get me...
Wait. You wish that blue
I
was,
wish
but
this
it's not.
blue was the cadet color.
Why didn't
I
you
could
use
have,
cadet?
I could have. I just didn't want to use up all my paste for painting.
You know what you should have done? I'm sorry, I should have said something earlier. You should have done this with the shadow.
Not this narrow one, though, I don't
Yeah,
think.
with the narrow one. It would have worked. I'm smarter than the average
Well,
bear,
I
you
may
know.
do another one. Because now we have a booth to fill at the hangar Antique Mall, Antique and Crafters Mall. Well, we will soon have a booth to fill as of June 1st. The excess. And let's peel this up. Oh, that's pretty. I like the tall. I like the tall. Okay, this.
Now she likes the tall.
Well, I always did, but. Okay, let me dry it, then I'll show you, then we'll work on a bow. Yes, Karen, you're going to have to come see our booth there.
When we get it.
When we get it. June 1st, it's supposed to be available. But what color would I have shadowed it?
And we put black down.
Black and blue?
Put down black. Your blue is opaque, so it would cover the black. But it would be a really close shadow. It wouldn't be a deep one.
Okay. Let me show you. Dun da da da.
Dum da da dum.
Let's
Actually,
go.
I like that. The blue contrast is
And
not
I'll
bad.
actually kind of do it tweaked up like that. Yay, I like it. It is actually in Clarkston, just over the border. Just right at the border. But
Just
it
on
is
the
in
other side of
Clarkston.
Walmart and Costco.
Yep, just back behind the Walmart. So you need to come and visit it, Rhonda. Okay, bow. Let's get our handy dandy bow maker
So how
out.
was your bow?
Okay, so I got my smaller bow maker out. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spray this and set this down. Yes. So.
I was yawning. Hold on for a second. So you have the big bow maker, and then you have this one. Does this make small bows?
No.
Is that the idea?
No, it's just a smaller,
more
compact thing. Okay, so I need to start with some string to lay down in the middle, and I bought a bunch of bows, bunch of ribbon. So let me see what I want to use. I have blue with white stars, small. I have red, white, and blue plaid. I have red and white polka dots. I have blue and white striped. I have red and white stars. I have blue and white stars. These are bigger. These are smaller. And I have a red, white, and blue stripe. So which three? This is what I was thinking. I was actually thinking something. No, that's too many. I didn't like those stripes.
So Teresa said you have border.
Do I have border?
I think she's thinking of border around the thing, but I think the ribbon is what she's.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a bow on the top.
She
So
liked the plaid idea.
Okay, you like the plaid?
Well, she did, yeah.
She did. Plaid. I probably wouldn't use plaid with the stripe, but I could use plaid with
a solid.
These two.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that? Okay. Sounds good.
And Cheryl says yes.
Yes.
Okay. She's very agreeable.
And I also got some fancy little pick things too that we're gonna maybe put on. Okay, so let's see. My widest is this plaid, so that's going to go on the bottom. So I'm going to leave a tail that I can trim up. And how big do I want this bow? I'm just seeing how big I want it.
Rhonda's voting for blue with larger stars.
Blue with the larger stars. Well,
let's see what happens with the plaid, because the plaid's going to be interesting to see anyway.
Okay, so to do this, I'm just looping this over, kind of making it. Now my bigger bow maker has like, it goes out longer and it's got a measuring thing, which is not super crucial if you ask me. Okay. And this is the same front and back, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to flip it. Don't have to twist that ribbon.
Okay, Teresa, I get it.
What?
She's talking about you said over the border.
Oh, over the
border.
Oh,
yeah, we're on the border.
We're on the border, the Washington-Idaho border. Your string. Oh, thank you, Maud. I pulled my string out. Let's see if I can get it down.
I was just stringing you along.
You were. You know what? My string isn't supposed to go that way. Sorry, my string is supposed to go this way. I don't know. Okay. So I'm building this from the bottom to the top. So I think I'm going to do the red and white. Now this is one-sided, so if I want the stars to all show, I have to twist it. Okay, so I'm going to actually make this a little bit, I'm going to twist that. And twist it so that I have the right side down, so when I flip it over, I have the right side up, and twist that. Some people twist even if it is double-sided ribbon. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but I'm going to twist that. That, and I think this ribbon is 2.5 inches wide, and I'm going to twist that so the stars are up, and I'm going to switch over to my thinner, my smaller blue stars, and twist. Twist. And twist. Yes, Snake River divides Washington from Idaho right there. That's what makes the border.
Well, up to that point.
Up to that point.
And then the Snake River turns west right at Clarkston and heads straight down to the Columbia. Then Washington and Idaho have a regular border all the way up.
And we are right on that's where the Snake River merges with the Clearwater, and the Clearwater runs right outside our property, just across the highway.
Did you tell everybody about your clock?
Oh, you know what? I told people that it was going up for auction on Saturday, And it did, and it sold for $225.
And that benefited?
That benefited Watts of Love. Okay. So, I have got all of these, and this is supposed to be a masher downer. I'm supposed to use that to mash them down. And then I'm going to tie this and then lift it out. Pretty, very red, white, and bluey. I'm going to fluff it up in just a moment. Get this good and secured. And I'm going to trim that off. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So now I just kind of, now this is all wired ribbon. So I can poof it out and rearrange it and do whatever I want. Looking pretty? I think so. And I can fluff it some more when I get it actually placed on the round. Let's get that up there.
Teresa says she got her Happy Meal today.
Yay! Okay.
And
now I'm going to
Maud
dovetail.
Says Laura says that's great. Rhonda says good job. This is all about your clock.
Okay. Bill is very disappointed though, because now he can't look at the clock.
I was very disappointed.
You were very disappointed. You weren't disappointed that I'm getting rid of something. Not that way, that way.
Well, I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't disappointed because it went to a good cause, and I wasn't disappointed because it's helping get rid of some of this stuff. Yes, that's
okay.
correct.
So
okay, that looks like a ribbon.
How does that look?
That looks spatial.
And I want it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys think woogity or do you think straight?
Do I want it straight? It could
That's
go either
a lot
way.
of stars.
I could do it straight, or I could do it
No, I like it that way. Yeah.
that way.
That works. The tipped up.
And then where does this? Where do I want this? Do we want that centered? Do I have any consultants? Do I have any designers? Yes, I have 10 designers that work under me. Yes, I do. Some of them are even, I think some of them are even on here. D-E-S.
Yes.
Okay.
Look.
Let me see if I want to add any of this. It might not need any of this, but I got some of these little doodads. These were from Joann's. They sell these type of things at Hobby Lobby, but they were 50% off at Joann's.
Laura says it turned out nice.
So,
Chrissy Marie says, I love that. Beautiful. Hey, Chrissy, don't forget to type in welcome so you can get entered into the
weekly drawing. Okay, let me see if I want to put these down.
yes. Rhonda, I think they're designers, not just hobbyists.
Well, designers can choose whether they are business builders or hobbyists.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Most of them are hobbyists, yes.
All right, Chrissy, that'll put you into the drawing.
Okay. I think I want the juju stuff. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get my staple gun, And I'm going to staple this stuff down, hopefully. Spin that around.
Oh, Tara didn't sign in yet either. She got it. Good, good.
Okay. Oh, that one bounced out.
Staples?
No, I think that one bounced out. There we go. Okay. So I've got this stapled. Well, that didn't work. I lost that staple. I think maybe my staples are too short.
Maybe so.
Okay. So there's, I've got some stuffy stuff.
Stuffy stuff? Is that the technical term?
Yes, stuffy stuff. And then I have my bow. I'm gonna keep working on this bow. It's not exactly how I want it yet, but I'm going to glue that down right there. I'm gonna put a big old glob of glue right there and hold that till it sets. And then I'm going to show you. Now what I'm going to do, I probably won't do it now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this jute and I'm going to actually staple it to the back as a hanger. I probably should have done that before I got going, but I didn't. Okay, I'm going to rearrange these little doodads.
Teresa says very pretty.
Thank you. Okay, hopefully that glue is set well enough. Not quite, but I'm just gonna hold it there with my finger. So there we go.
Jessie says she loves it.
Actually thinking I'm going to do it a little bit crooked. What do you think? Can you see all that little fun stuff? And I will continue fluffing my bow, but here is my welcome door round, or wherever you want to put it. So I hope you liked that. And if you haven't already, if you're live, it says live up here in a red box. If that's not there, you're watching replay. That's okay. Comment #replay. We'll know when you watched it. You can also type in the keyword welcome. Welcome. And that will get you entered into our weekly drawing that we hold on Sunday evenings. And also it will give you some links to products if you want to look at the product list, if you want to donate to Watts of Love, any of that. So make sure you comment welcome. And thank you so much for joining us. And we will be on again tomorrow with another fun craft. So I hope you like this. I hope you get inspired to make something like this for your home. And I think that's it. It is a good size. It's almost 16 inches, 15 3/4 inches wide. So anyway, thanks for spending part of your Monday evening with us. Have a great rest of your week and do something creative every day. Bye-bye.